I just saw the last episode of the amazing Digital Circus in theaters. Let's talk about it. Alright, now that fun intro is out of the way, if you're not familiar with how we do vlogs around here, basically, before the main event, the purpose of why you are watching this vlog, we're just going to document a little bit of the day's happenings leading up to that day. So we're here now. It's about like 10 a.m. We're going to get started, and yeah, we're going to take you on this journey through the day, and I will see you at the next stop. All right, but before we get moving on to the theater to go watch Digital Circus, I gotta get some work done at the baseball stadium, Coca-Cola Park. Let's get that done, and then I'll catch up with you later. All right, so it is about 6 p.m. or just about. That game went really long. I was gone for 6 hours. That game went to the 11th inning, which if you know anything about baseball, you know that is a really long time. So right now I'm just waiting for my partner in crime on this journey to get here. You may know him. He was JSpiegs. He showed up in a lot of the live streams, and yeah, he will be. I'm going to go see this with him, and I will cut back when he gets here. It is about 6:05 p.m. I'm not sure how to measure my hype level right now, so I think I'll just let this guy say it. Yo! We are here at the promenade in the Lehigh Valley. He's here too. Nope. I'm rocking the SMG4 hat, as one would do, because you know this show would not exist without SMG4. Everyone knows this, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
but yeah, so we're gonna go into the theater, we're gonna get food, we're gonna get situated, and then wait for the tension. It just ain't right. Oh boy. Alright, we gotta whisper because there's nothing playing, but we are here, we've got food, we are seated. It is like 8 minutes to showtime until we can see the final episode of the Digital Circus. So the next time you see us, we will be out of the theater. We will have witnessed everything, and yeah, we will see you then. Oh Lord. All right, so we just got out of the last episode of Digital Circus, and
that was something.
That was something.
That was something, all right.
All right, so non-spoiler review. Why don't you start us off?
That so many things went the exact opposite direction I thought they were gonna go.
Yeah. There's a lot of misdirection. It's like
nothing went any way that I thought.
Because like
we talked about predictions before we got into the theater,
and even after the last episode, we had our predictions.
One of them came true.
Yes.
One.
Yeah, one, which we're not going to say for this.
We're not
part,
going to say,
but
one thing came true, and that was it.
We're not
and
say.
Even then, it was like 50-50 in terms of being right.
But the joy part is that even though it didn't go the way we thought it was going to go, it was still a good ending, in my opinion. Like, that was, I think this had the most satisfying conclusion to a Glitch series out of all the ones I've seen. Like, I've seen Meta Runner, Sunset Paradise, Murder Drones. Like,
I might need to start watching some of those.
Like, I say this one, in my opinion, had the best ending, because everything wrapped up in a way
everything came together.
It made sense.
Yeah.
It wrapped up in a way that it made sense. It was satisfying. That's the one word I was looking for.
There's always going to be questions when a series ends, and there are here, but none about the series that actually took place. There's only questions about what happened before the series still.
Yeah.
Nothing about what happened in episodes 1 through 9 has questions anymore.
And even then,
it's just what took place before it. We still have questions about.
And
even then, who cares? Took place beforehand.
And there's still stuff with like that's said in this episode where if you had questions about it before and still have those questions, you can sort of infer. Like, I know there was a line about Scratch in episode 8 where it's like Kinger just randomly mentioned it out of the blue, and it doesn't get really addressed in episode 9, but with what you learn in this last episode, you can kind of infer like, okay, what Kinger meant like this, why he was doing this, but it seriously it just wrapped up in a way that was gorgeous.
Connected, but you don't have to jump through 15 holes to do it.
This isn't Five Nights at Freddy's where you need
I love how we both had that analogy ready.
Where you need to like
where
you need to search through a source code to figure out answers. But no, everything gets answered, and even if you still have questions, it's honestly fairly easy to
like it's pieces that can be put together relatively easily enough, so long as you've watched it maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. So I say,
should be enough.
without going into spoilers, what would you rank this out of 10?
I'm teetering from 9.5 to 10.
I'm going straight 10. I was so happy with this. There was nothing.
I think I'm gonna.
There was nothing about this that I hate. There was nothing about this that I hated. I wasn't like cringing at anything. Like when you can actually when you put something on and you can actually get me to feel things, you win. Absolute cinema.
Oh, I did the hand motion 5 times.
Like this whole series was a 9 out of 10. This last episode was a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion. Dude, these last 3 episodes were all 10 out of 10s.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Because these were incredible. Like when you have an episode where it ends and you constantly have to ask yourself, where do you go from here? You're doing something right. So
yeah, because I mean that was end of episode 7. What happens now? End of episode 8. What happens now?
And now episode 9. Now there isn't a what happens now. You know what happens now. With episode 9, there's nowhere else to go. Everything's done. And that is pretty much, I think, all we have to say about that.
Yeah, I gotta agree on that one. Yeah.
All right, now let's get into it. We're gonna start talking about some spoilers. And here's the other thing: we're gonna make sure you have time to click off this video. That we're gonna drag this on as long as possible.
Exactly. You better click off the video if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah. So if you want to get spoiled, go keep watching. Or you can keep watching and complain that we spoiled you, but then we'll tell you we told you what we were doing.
We're gonna give you guys like almost a whole minute. Like, come on. You got time.
Yeah, you can click off the video. You can go watch your Mr. Beast. You can go watch other Glitch production shows. You can watch the Backrooms again. I don't know. You can do whatever you want.
I'm running out of stuff to say.
Basically, there are other things you could be doing if you don't want to get spoiled. So if you're still here, you want to get into some spoilers, the juicy details. You still here? Are you still here?
I don't know.
All right,
Maybe.
Let's get into some spoilers. All right, you're still here. We're going to get into the meat and bones.
And if you still haven't clicked off, now's your last chance.
All right.
Do it. Okay.
That's enough time. All right, so one thing that I did not see coming straight out of the gate.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes in, Jack subtracts.
Jackson's
like
gone.
seriously, like he's
5 minutes?
5 minutes in. That's how much warning you get. Like
that's it.
Like you don't get anything. There's
5
no
minutes
like
into an hour, and it's not even like it's built up. He goes,
it just happens.
He goes to talk to Pomni.
Mm-hmm.
He decides, nah, and then we cut and he's subtracting.
Seriously, it happened
nothing.
that fast. It's like you don't even have time to react. You just get like a voiceover, and then the next thing you know, he's gone. Like that's it. And but that's like the first big thing. Like here's the thing.
That is the one thing we got right.
Yeah, the one thing we got right in our prediction was
we
Jackson.
Thought that. So we predicted that should everyone get out, one or two would stay, and Jax would be one of them.
Yeah.
We didn't get that part right, but we did get the part that Jax didn't make it is right, essentially.
But even before that, like we could say that's like one of the biggest bombshells already. Jax subtracts in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't tell you what happens in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes,
which is
the biggest bomb.
An idea that honestly that we had theorized for a long time.
Yeah.
The fact that the people in the circus weren't really them.
So essentially, what happens is there was a line from Kinger back in episode 8. that he mentioned something about Scratch and something he was trying to do. At the beginning of episode 9, it's revealed that he was trying to do, what was it, digital consciousness?
Brain scans were the words. That was also the word that Kane used in episode 8. Like when he was having his crash out, he said I tried to create bodies based off of their mind files, and that was just like one of those like throwaway lines.
And
that was
now we know what it means. So essentially, their brain from the moment they put the headset on is in there, but that's it.
Yeah, when they put the headset on, it scans their brain, and that's it. So everyone in the circus, it's literally just basically just like a digital clone
copy
of who they were in the thing. Which honestly, I didn't think that's where they'd go. It's kind of satisfying that they did a little bit.
It made sense. It did make sense thinking about it, because I mean, if it was just that, like, how would you keep the headset strapped on and all that?
Yeah.
That part puts a lot more unbelievability into it than it's just being like, oh, their brain was scanned and that was put in there.
Yeah. So that's obviously one of the big part of the episode is them sort of coming to terms with that. On it, that's what sends Jax off the edge. And
yeah,
here's the thing: we learned, like, the one character that we knew nothing about, we learned in this episode, and that was with Jax. So we learn his backstory. And we learn what makes him tick. We learn what happened with Rivet and Kaufmo. Yeah. And oh my God,
oh boy,
I am man enough to admit I almost cried there.
Yeah, I got close. There was a point where it was like, holy shit.
Him and Rivet could have been a thing. The coward.
Yeah, he dropped the ball on that one.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball
harder than I ever have.
Okay, we don't need to go there, but but anyway. But yeah, seeing his backstory was pretty cool. And the other thing is,
it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's like there was a moment where it was like maybe there's an idea that Jax can come back from abstraction. There was a moment, little split second where I thought, because I leaned over you, I was like, no way, it could happen. But I'm honestly kind of glad it did.
But unfortunately, it did not happen. I was like here in terms of like, oh, it would be cool, but then again, it's just for me like, okay, now there's some consequences.
And how about the big surprise? Kane somehow survived.
Yeah, that one.
It really wasn't more like how did he survive? It was perfectly. I feel like it was perfectly explained. I mean, he got deleted. Where'd he go? He wound up in the void, which is honestly, if you're sending stuff to be deleted, where else do you send it? But yeet it into the void.
It's almost like he was sent into the trash icon, almost in a sense.
That's pretty much
kind of what the void kind of is. And then they went, hey, no, we don't want to delete this, and he just goes and gets out of there.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool though to see that Kane sort of had like a little bit of a redemption arc, and it's nice to see.
He realized his mistakes and went, you know what? We're gonna do this the right way this time.
Yep, we're gonna do it the right way, and then it ends, with just everyone's happy now.
Having a good time.
Kane's a part of the group now.
No ridiculous adventures. Instead, just having a good time and playing games.
And they all basically have the same amount of power now. Yeah. Which is honestly pretty cool.
Another thing we learned in like the first 10, 15 minutes is that we did learn this in last episode, but everyone in the circus can make their own constructs. Yep. But this time we got to see it in action.
Yeah. It's like we had known that from episode 8. Kinger mentioned it, and we saw Pomni do it with, forming the door. Yeah. But this was like the first time we actually got to see everyone do it in their own way.
Everyone gradually did it. Like it looked really bleak.
Which
at the very beginning, which makes sense, and then
just starting,
everyone starts to come back. Everyone starts to learn how to do it.
Yep. Yeah. And then we get to learn about who everybody was
in the real world.
In the real world, we learn their names. We learn what they were doing, and that was a really nice moment.
Cool.
Yep.
That was a good one.
You get to start translating those experiences, and then those show up in the circus. You see the characters start to do that, and there's a whole animated sequence that shows adventures they go on with Kane, with this the new purpose of the circus, where Kane is an equal. Everybody's on the same side. Everybody's happy. They're just having fun. Well, in one of the scenes, two people are having a little more fun than usual, but.
Yeah, I think you can take a guess who those are.
Yeah, take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But overall, dude, it was such a it was a good conclusion. Honestly, it was a
really good time. I still remember when we watched episode 1 back at school.
Yeah.
And to think that it's been 3 years now.
Pretty much 3 years
since that day.
Since that day, and that we got to see the last episode
the last one
in theaters.
Crazy.
Did it? No, it was
crazy to think this started. That we started watching this all together at school. It
was such a cool thing, just for that they were able to put this in theaters, just because it's such a big series.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably one of the biggest indie series that's ever released, and the fact that
I agree. Yeah.
The fact that they were able to release this last episode on YouTube just speaks volumes about where we're at here. I mean, the fact when you can get people like Markiplier and Kane Parsons being able to get their movies into theaters, and now Glitch is able to put the Digital Circus into theaters. And
then coming up after that, we got Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, right. Jacksepticeye's Bloodborne, but it's the fact that they were able to do this at all was incredible, and I'm glad they did it, because that was really cool. And now, 2 weeks later, I get to watch it again, and then I get to talk about it with more people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was really something. It was good. It was a good movie. So if you are still here and have watched this entire spiel, we want to thank you guys for watching, for joining us on this journey. It has been really long since I've done a proper vlog. Not since all the Chuck E. Cheese videos, but
and it's been a while since you've all seen me.
It's been 6 months we last saw you on the Game Awards stream, but it was nice to do this again. And look, there's no better chance to get out and do this again than to talk about the Digital Circus, which obviously groundbreaking. But
and
so
got something I'm looking forward to in a few days.
That's true. But from us here, I've been Nightbear, he's been JSpiegs. Thanks so much for watching if you're still here. And if you are still here, don't forget, watch the last episode. I think it's coming out, I want to say June 19th. I could be wrong. It's that week.
Somewhere around there.
Okay, so hold on.
Somewhere
Friday was June 5th. So June 19th, yeah. So June 19th, that's when the last episode's coming out. Go see it. And yeah, Rose here. If you're here, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun things. Hit the bell, and this guy's gonna kill me now.
What?